Words that you hear are not my own. These clothes that I wear are not my own. This room in which I am seated is intended to be representative of China, just as I am intended to be representative of the Chinese lady, the first woman from the Orient ever to set foot in America. And yet this room is unlike any room in China, and I am unlike any lady to ever live.
The Chinese Lady was a production by Timeline Theater about the experiences of Afong Moy. She was the first Chinese woman to arrive in the U.S. And today an exhibit is open as part of the Argyle Lunar New Year celebration in Uptown. Visitors can learn more about Moy and the play. And with us this morning is actress Mi Kang, who plays Miss Moy.
Yes,
thanks for being with us. So she was 14 years old when she came to the United States in 1834. What else?
Yes.
Can you tell us more about her?
Yes, there's little known about her after her time with the Karn brothers. She came as part of an exhibition to try to sell Chinese goods to Americans. After that, she was unfortunately in a poorhouse for a while, and even after that, we know that she was part of the P.T. Barnum American Museum exhibition, but after that, there's very little that's known about her, unfortunately.
Do you think that, like many immigrants, you know, you kind of balance life in two different worlds, the Chinese world and then you're trying to fit in with U.S. culture, right? And she struggled with that.
Yes, I think being the first Chinese woman to come to America is a totally unprecedented experience, and it's amazing how her experiences still translate to AAPI experiences today.
Tell us about the exhibit that we can see today.
The exhibit as part of the Argyle Lunar New Year celebration is about the show, and it dives into the history of the time and about Afong Moy and as much as we know about her.
So we see what, pictures and I think even a costume from the production, is that right?
Yes, that's right. Costumes and pictures and a lot of dramaturgy.
Okay. What do you think is it about her story that's still kind of relevant today?
You know, our experience as Asian Americans are not a monolith, but there are shared experiences that we all have, you know, gone through, and it's amazing how she was probably the first Asian American woman to go through them and how we experience some of those things today.
All right. As you did your research and you brought her story to life on the stage, what did you personally take away and what are some of the things that you learned?
You know, I'm always just in awe of her resilience and her survival and what she did to keep going and to persevere. And that'll just stay with me forever.
Yeah. And so, but you think there's something that we can all learn? Because, you know, I think,
yes.
You know, why do you think her story hasn't been out there?
You know, I don't know why her story hasn't been out there. It is a very important part of American history that unfortunately we don't have access to. But it does a great job of highlighting the experiences that Asian Americans go through as part of American culture.
All right. And when, you know, people see this exhibit today, what do you hope they walk away with it? I mean, what did you walk away with?
Yeah, I hope that this exhibit gives them a little bit more. I hope that they look at Afong Moy and go home and research more about her.
All right. So what are you up to lately?
I am currently in a play called Villette at Looking Glass that opens in a few weeks. And Timeline Theater will also be opening a play called The Boulevard of Bold Dreams, I believe in a week or so.
All right. All right. Mi Kang, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
And the Chinese Lady theatrical exhibit will be open from 12:30 until 4 this afternoon. The address is right there on your screen. For more information about Argyle Lunar New Year activities, you can explore uptown.org. Go to that /lunar. And to learn more about the Timeline Theater productions, visit timelinetheater.com on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Timeline Theater. Stay with us. Weekend Break is coming up.